But I'm guessing you're not having encounters that are specific player dependent, like if bounty hunters look for you.
Oh, I haven't read those.
So that could be the case for one we could have.
But yeah, the so-called
But
if you meet the local lord's men, that's also like if you're in good standing with them, but the traveling partner isn't. It's also player dependent.
So
that depends on how you're role playing. And that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, the creature does not manage to stay out of sight very well.
No.
So therefore, you might be a little nervous about encountering anybody because it isn't managing to stealth as well as it could.
Okay.
So it's not visible to you all the time as a marginal failure, but you'll keep knowing that it's there. You're kind of like, hey, down. Okay. I am a little curious about what your characters will discuss.
I'm probably a bit standoffish since you're in good standing with my father, and I'm not in bad standing, but I'm not interested in him really. Mm-hmm. So I'm not that keen on. Maybe I'll just ask you a few questions about how he's treating you or something like that. This is being the swords master.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty sure he's grooming me.
Brion is his father.
Brion. Yes.
Right, but Catherine is grooming you, yes.
No, Brion is the one grooming.
You
yourself said that to me.
Okay, right. So...
And I really told him, your father is grooming me.
Figures.
And then, but what about more immediately contextual conversation? If anyone thinks that your characters would care, which I'm pretty sure they would.
Yeah, so what was that, or is that?
You mean the Angel of Morgoth?
Right, that's what you said. Mm-hmm. So, how did you meet?
He came to me in my hour of need. I was beset by this loutish...
Dernil.
Mm. You know the one?
Yes, I know.
Drunkard and bully.
Yeah, I know him, but we fight sometimes.
It wasn't that bad.
He could have been. He's with Morgoth now.
You guys saw the crappy burial, or no? Did they ever see that?
No, because we went.
That's right.
So we might be coming up on it soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, not that I'm gonna care much, but it's good to know that it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, he came to my rescue out in the fence.
Mm-hmm. Let's also see. Did you guys finish off the injured individuals?
Yes.
Did you leave them there?
No,
you killed all of them.
Yeah. Steps.
Wow.
You gained the piety for it.
Yeah. Well, yes. I didn't realize it was all five. All three of them.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
No witnesses.
Gotta earn that favor sign somehow.
Yeah.
Damn, in this economy.
I'm unscrupulous.
I got it.
Yeah.
Do continue.
Still won't talk with me.
I'm also scrupulous. I don't really.
You knew that person, didn't you?
Yeah. Geralt took me out here, and he took me to like this small village where Roger was, and they were taking out some coins who were wrongly minted, if you understand what I mean. They're not from here.
Interesting. And then the guild drove them mad, I guess.
Maybe. So, and I said, hey, they're fighting. I know there's money here. They won't know, and they certainly don't know now.
Sounds good to me.
Intelligence 7?
No. 5.
25%, please.
Nope. Minor failure. Or marginal failure.
You're thinking that there's some connection with Rodri. And didn't he say something like when he was pointing to you?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
role playing the foggy, absent-minded, minor, marginal failure of you not quite. You're remembering pieces. There must be something going on.
Yeah.
That's as good as you're getting.
Yeah.
This was relevant, right? There's something relevant here, but I didn't quite catch that.
And then is that a unicorn bush?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What I want to do now is read just about waking up and shock, because I thought to myself, I better look that up. But that was before I discovered that you had exsanguinated them.
Yep.
So therefore,
I could cry.
That's not necessary. But unfortunately, I'm curious. Let's
end of the combat rules somewhere.
Yeah, I've got it. It's in the shock roll, or it's written into there. I'm just getting distracted by pictures of weapons.
But that's all you roll
as you do, right?
You roll your endurance, something under your endurance or something to wake up. I think. No, nothing. I have it there, but you have it. I mean, you have the book open and just look at it.
Shock recovery. Oh, but that's going into shock. Hold on, it's right here with the damages before armor. That's right. Okay, it's back here. Injuries. There we are. Unconscious. When characters recover consciousness, they are generally fatigued and may be in shock. When the combat ends, characters who are still unconscious will regain consciousness in 2d6 plus EI minutes. Right. So the 2d6 plus 5 or 6 or whatever minutes. So then they have to make a roll. They accumulate 3d6 plus EI fatigue points, and then they have to, if this number of fatigue points exceeds endurance, the character is also in shock. Now, so this is a new medical condition. And then they have all the clinical symptoms of shock. You're not going to be using any skills or spells or talents. Can't even, you ignore attacks. But then, if a patient is in shock, enter a healing rate of H5 adjacent to shock in the injury section of the combat profile in your sheet. Shock recovery roll, same as healing roll, which we recall is made every 4 hours. Make a healing check.
What is the number to beat?
We have to do a D100 roll against the patient's endurance times the wound. Healing rate.
Look at the sort of back. Yeah, wounds healing rate is not noted, but it should be somewhere one of these papers. Straight from memory here.
The daily healing roll assumes that the character gets 12 hours of rest per day.
Oh yeah, no,
nope.
Which
I'm not a doctor, but no.
Yeah. You do get your healing roll, but the GM modifies it.
Okay.
The EML may not exceed 95. Guess what? It's 95. So. Wait. No, that's less. No, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I'm dropping it down to 10%.
Yeah.
Give yourself a check to see what you don't heal. So.
But it's not a critical failure, so it doesn't get worse.
Right.
Me too, I guess.
No. I mean, it hasn't been a day since. Oh yeah, it has. It has.
Yeah, the goats.
Yeah. So what am I rolling?
Same thing. I mean, you've been through a fight.
Yeah.
You have not been resting.
No. 7 to 9.
Okay, so we just wanted to see whether you get a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right. And luckily,
that's the fun part with shock.
That's right.
You.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll die at shock if you drop.
Yeah. Dropping off and you have to roll pretty badly, but you can.
Yeah. All right. There's Sir Petron. At last.
There?
Yeah.
Outside the temple, right?
Yeah. Right where I said. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Well, finally I can find him. So, what's he doing? What is he doing?
He is actually sternly informing the temple people who would very much prefer that Agric was telling them what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And he is sternly informing them in terms not dissimilar from what you had said, that they are to actually care for, the people who are hurt, and they're trying to tell them that the doctrine is not, they're not going to get any piety points for, for helping injured people. But if you're a temple at all, I mean, you have to have some kind of function along these lines. So I think that they're complaining, and he's getting that settled. And what I told you is that he was trying to get information as well. Well, he's got people talking too, like the elders.
Oh yeah. He's interrogating.
So he's starting to get the idea. He sees you and is a little, surprised. How do you approach him? What do you do?
Well, I asked if he. Yeah, I can see he's doing something, so I'm not going straight up to him, but sort of approaching him, sort of respectfully, of course, naturally, but sort of eagerly, sort of gesturing to him that I have something important, business for him.
He, looks a little surprised that you're out of protection, and in fact will even say, Osculin, what are you doing here? This is you need to be back in the keep. It's not safe.
I would have been, however.
He even says, there is a monster.
Oh, yes, I've met a monster. Not right here, not outside this temple, however. We have to go to the side a bit.
He'll do a look at the acolytes, and he'll kind of do the cultural equivalent of then says, what's going on?
The issue is why I'm here is because the high priest of this so-called congregation, Orphas, has tried to assault me in my own chambers in the keep, where it was supposed to be safe, for the express purpose of stealing David's property. And I am rather upset with this, as you know.
Are you carrying all that with you, by the way? The statue?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Just checking. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He quickly says, "What is it? Where is it?"
Where's what?
He's looking a little shocked. He says, "What David left with us?"
Oh yeah, it's safe. It's very safe. I can assure that Orphas did not gain anything. Not the books, not anything else.
He whistles, and he doesn't even have to use his fingers. He's one of these people who can just bare his teeth and emit this little steam whistle. And the fellow Emir and another guy show up.
Yep.
and all it means is it's like guard dogs. Here, heel.
Yeah.
Alert. Right, and so he'll say to you, where is he now? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to see him.
Well, we may have to.
Mm-hmm.
It may be that the local high acolyte may have to get a little promotion. But to do that is very dangerous. The hand of Agric. I do not want Agric's hands to grasp this fortress, this keep.
I have never seen Agric. I don't know who he is, but I sure I understand what you mean.
Actually, would he even say Agric, or would he probably names a demon? I'm certain there's a really long list of demons somewhere in the archives of Harn, but he'll name one of them. And he says, we do not want one of the angels of Agric to bless us with its presence.
Naturally, we of course we don't, Sir Constable.
There it is. He's got pain. I've got him written down here. I used him a minute ago. There he is. Rituals. Pain, only in ritual. He's got a Ritual of 78%, which does not give him summoning. Okay, because he would need level 5, and for a level 5 you need a 91% in ritual. And he's got a 78% in ritual. No, wait, 86% he would need. Whew, he's only 8 percentage points away from summoning, so you're lucky there.
Uh-huh.
He is a high priest in the office ritual thing here. So he can only do 4th level rituals. Maximum. Of course, that doesn't mean he knows all the ones up there.
No.
Pain for Agric is a 3rd level spell. So he's good. He's good at that one.
Oh yeah, that's what he tried, I guess.
That's right, yeah. Petrin is interested. He needs to know more about this assault business. I mean, that can mean a lot of different things. Are you going to make it clear that it was some kind of a religious action that he was trying to do, some sort of ritualized action? Because remember, he had that long litany that he spoke, and he was trying to turn it into a ritual.
And I didn't understand that. I did catch up on that he was doing something sort of weird, sort of speech magic, sort of.
Right.
So and of course, Oswin has never gone to church once in her life, probably, at least consciously. So well, of course he wasn't. Of course he assaulted me. He got into my room and he spoke very strangely. He tried to reach out for me and reach out for that. It's completely unacceptable, completely awful behavior to do that against a woman. And as I might add, it's against all the. What is our king? It's all the.
Now he did try it, so he had to spend the piety points to do it, which is listed here for how much that is.
Rethim is the country, right?
Say that again?
The country in Rethim, right? It's the kingdom, sort of. Isn't it called Rethim? What's actually called? It's not named in this page.
Wait, what are you asking?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
Rethim, yeah.
And I might just mention that the assault of a woman is obviously against Rethimian law.
Well, you see, that's the thing, though. If he had consecrated you as a formal victim of Agric, a designated sacrifice, then actually that's very much in accord with Rethim law.
One hell of a loophole.
Sacrifice.
They are the primary official religion.
Starting to get the point of this. How we're supposed to do business here.
Yeah, that's so he is going to say, this is not, I cannot bring the Earl's justice against him.
I'm not the sacrifice.
He was doing it covertly, wasn't he?
That's true.
He hasn't designated.
Well, he might be rectifying that situation. You have left him with a little bit of time on his hands, and that's why I'm looking up here. First of all, how many piety points did he spend on pain, which a lot of these things cost 30, 15, there's one that's 40. Yeah, pain for a priest of Agric, 5.
Oh, yeah.
I just discovered that.
Everybody gets pain.
Yeah. We do pain a lot. And he's probably walking around with 90 piety points at any given time, so...
Pain points.
Yeah.
Yes. And he is, since he cannot do a summon...
Just bring the pain instead.
It's pain.
No, I think he's actually, he's worried. He needs a serious action here. So I've been thinking about him in my little notes and said, with you getting out of there,
it's a bit embarrassing.
More than that, he's going to throw it all. He's going to throw it to the winds here.
He's going to throw the book at me.
Exactly. Major intervention. 20 piety points.
Only 20.
That's what he spends.
Yeah.
But the chance is hideously low.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's 91%.
That's very good.
No, it's not. Sorry. It says 91 plus.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this is the 1, 10.
Oh, yeah.
But this is where This is the one table that goes backwards.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very annoying.
So let's see here. If there is time, characters may perform a chant, ceremony, or ritual. Rolls against the ritual skill and see how he does with his 80% ritual.
Bit higher than 17.
Yeah, slightly.
Aren't you supposed to?
Marginal success. 5 to the intervention roll. And he just spent 20 from his 85, so he's got 65 piety points. Right now, he is at 86 or above.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it blows the points too. Bonus on dice. Yeah, that's how it works.
Exactly.
Kind of fun
So
situation.
right. So he's at 86. If he drops it to 36 plus, that's 50 points. So that's minus 55 from there, which will pump him down to 35 left. He's not going to lose all of his.
Might actually be time to cash in on that sort of the favor.
36 or above. He's going to be found. I mean, right now he invokes in his special little sanctum where he's ritualized the whole thing. It's taken him, like the whole next watch to do this. And he is an agric, does not answer.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist. Naturally. Like, what an idiot.
That's right. He wasted all this time going numina when he could have been intriguing the hell out of this situation. But no, he went and chanted in his tower and now looks like he's had a bad day because he did. There you go.
Yeah. No. Shouldn't have assaulted women. That's easy.
So that is the end, I think, of our session.